From San Antonio, Texas, it's the Valero Alamo Bowl. Tonight, number 11 Kansas State, number 14 UCLA meeting up. Both teams were in the top 10 this year. Both teams with a chance to be 10-win teams. Play action to open up the game. A little bit of pressure on Hundley as he is able to get it complete to Thomas Duarte. And Duarte's out to the 41-yard line, a 19-yard reception to start Hundley's night. Read option, and then uses the next option to go to Lucien, and what a play it is. Devin Lucien, that triple option with a unique wrinkle. Hundley able to get it complete for a first down to Lucien. First and goal here. Hundley gonna scramble, looking for a block, and into the end zone. Brett Hundley, his 9th rushing touchdown of the season. He picked up a very nice block from Devin Lucien. 10-yard touchdown run for Brett Hundley.
That's why you saw a little bit of that man free earlier, try to keep a linebacker, a little bit of zone coverage here. And there's Hundley's ability, why he's the second leading rusher, 8 rushing touchdowns, actually leads the Bruins now number 9. Can't start much better than that in the 40th consecutive start of Brett's career.
And Fairbairn hits the extra point. A near flawless start for UCLA, a drive that had a little bit of everything, including Brett Hundley into the end zone. Marcus Robinson in the backfield with Waters, as Waters will pass on his first play of the game, and he's going to be sacked by Eric Hendricks, the Butkus Award winner. Third down and 6. Brett Hundley marched the Bruins down the field on that opening series. Keep it on the ground here with Perkins, and a lot of room for Paul Perkins. Inside the 30, first down UCLA. Third and 6 here. As Hundley looks over his options, checks with the trips to the near side, as well as Nate Starks in the backfield.
He's got man-to-man across the board. Pressure coming.
Pressure up the middle. They pick it up. Ball looked like it was deflected at the line of scrimmage, and with it, it's incomplete and fourth down. Aimi Fairbairn has made 11 of his last 12 field goals. This from 27. And he puts it through. 10-0 lead early on for number 14, UCLA. Waters quickly gets it to Lockett, and Lockett makes the most of it. Miles Jack on the tackle.
I think you're referencing the Legion of Boom.
Third and 13, sprinting right. Comeback was thrown far to the outside as he was looking Sexton's way again. So K-State will be punting. Quickly getting it to Peyton. And he spins free for a few extra yards and a first down. Hundley does it himself and more. How about that? Final game of your college career, starting it off in style is Brett Hundley. 28-yard touchdown run.
Redshirted his first year, but really it's been he and Jim that have built the foundation for the last 3 years, and that's a head coach trusting his redshirt junior quarterback to do the right thing, the zone read, and the key there was Brett was so patient himself, continued to ride that fake, and then trusted his burst and explosiveness to the end zone.
As sharp as they have looked all year long, 2 touchdown runs for Brett Hundley. Gets in the slot to the near side with a bit of a cushion. Waters looks that way, now comes down. penalty goes down as Waters gets free. And he slides past the 45-yard line, but we will check on the flag all the way back at the 15.
Personal foul, hands to the face, defense, number 58, 15-yard penalty will be added on to the end of the run, automatic, first down.
You can see the press coverage across 4, man.
They only bring 4, and that's all they needed to bring. As Deion Hollins comes up with another sack of Jake Waters. Matthew McCrane has hit from 53 this year. This will be from 47. Good rotation, and it hit the upright and snuck in. Hey, when you're good, you're good. This kid is 17 of 18 on the year. Best percentage in the Big 12. Off the upright and in. Good rotation and right in.
Wouldn't surprise me with all the scrambling. This may be a chance he dropped 8 in the coverage.
3rd and 6. Slant is incomplete. He couldn't connect with Johnson. Barnett made the play, and UCLA will be punching away.
Against for UCLA.
Matt Bengal kicking away Lockett. And Lockett's already past midfield. And here goes Lockett, trying to get to that wide side, inside the 30. Tyler Lockett, they are knocking on the door. Third and 7 now. Look at the time Waters has. To the end zone he goes, and it's through the hands of Tyler Lockett.
One of the rare occasions that Jake really had time in the pocket. You see the double move from Lockett. And I just think he lost that ball in the lights.
That's a cringe moment for one of the best.
Yeah, you just kind of hit me up here. What was that?
That was my cringe.
Because you haven't seen that, right?
29-yard attempt now from McCrane. Right down the middle. And is it loud here with all the K-State fans who have made their way to San Antonio?
Brett's got to keep the play alive here. Utilize his great strength already. 2 rushing touchdowns tonight. Use his athleticism.
Pressure on Huntley, and they got to him. A dynamic rush that time from Marquell Bryant and Elijah Lee. 2nd and 10 now. Play clock's at 1 here. Waters gets the snap, has time, and gets it complete to Sexton. Boy, he patiently waited for Sexton to cut that in and find just enough room for a 23-yard reception where he used to sit. That's why he wears jersey number 14, Curtis Sexton. 2nd and 10. That ball is intercepted by Miles Jack, and watch out for him in the open field. Here goes Jack. Fighting his way past midfield. Dynamic in every way is Miles Jack.
Reference the lack of real playmakers outside of the top 2, and Waters staring down Cody Cook right there, and that's just not a matchup that's favorable whatsoever.
For the energy to this team. And he said now on 2nd and 10. Huntley designed quarterback run, and he has room. And steps out with a first down for UCLA. This time he gives to Perkins, and it was a good choice as he picks up a block from the receiver and streaks inside the 5, diving to the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
How about that response? The takeaway turns into points. Perkins looks like he stays in the entire way and finds a way to get himself into the end zone. Zone read, UCLA's group that time. Up front, an excellent job getting a hat on a hat. Perkins busts the angle of the secondary pursuit. And really busts the noise and the momentum that had been going Kansas State's way in this building.
That is a swing. A good old-fashioned football swing. K-State was trying to get themselves on the move. But Miles Jack stopped it, returned it, and set it up for his own. And Paul Perkins, a dive to glory. Waters on the deeper slant, twisting and turning is Cook. And that reception will move the chains.
Surprise here. You can check and look all you want. You get man coverage.
Throwing the fade for Lockett. Great effort to go up for it. Oh, that was tremendous as he was matched up with Priest Willis.
You're not supposed to be able to do that when you're the 5'10 receiver going up against the 6'1 corner. He gets his hands on him, Priest does, but never finds any awareness to the football, and Tyler sure does.
Here's your 2nd and 17. He didn't see that coming. Ball's on the carpet, and Vanderdoes is on it. Marcus Rios came in. Smashed Jake Waters. Three-step out of the gun, and look at this. Jordan Payton still on his feet. Made the most of it inside the 10. He was dismissing defenders and going 37 yards. First and goal now. Clock under 24 seconds here in the first half. To the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins. Dagger. Another swing. 2 times K-State thought they were gathering momentum. 2 times they turned it over. And 2 times UCLA banks it. That should be a false start on the kicker, as Fairbairn was starting his jab step early. He was on the receiving end of that accurate throw from Hundley and that quick attack of the Bruins. 3rd down and 6. More pressure on Waters, but he's able to escape it. And then slings it and gets it to Lockett for a first down out to the 39 to 5.
But at least a run game that can keep a defense honest.
3rd down and 5. Well placed to Lockett that time. Put it right on him. Crossing midfield and a first down. 3rd and 13. They back off into coverage. And it is caught on the inside by Sexton. And he has a first down. Boy, they dug themselves out of a hole. They bring pressure again. And they get it complete for a first down to Lockett. That was a nice job of Waters staying composed there, Brock. 4th and goal. Converted a 4th down moments ago. Now the pressure one. Lockett in motion. Sprint to the boundary side and right into his hands. Well executed. Waters to Lockett. For Lockett, his 7th catch of the night.
You loved the motion there. You started to see the combo coverage that was going to come his way on 4th down. How do you showing his baseball background. Three-sport athlete in Council Bluffs, Iowa. Was a really good baseball player as well, and that time it's exactly the right spot. Really did that entire drive on both third downs and fourth downs. Good touchdown on the board.
He's the single receiver to the near side. And he gets him on the slant, and he actually threw it behind him, and Lockett quickly turned. So that was the Tyler Lockett show, that drive there.
And I think it's going to be the Tyler Lockett show over the remaining 22 minutes of this game. As much as Kansas State can possibly make it, he's the one guy that from a speed and quickness perspective has shown you tonight that he's not overmatched. And what a wonderful drive by Waters. This team is resilient. They're tough. They're not going to quit with 60,000. A lot of them purple in this building. Time to see if UCLA can respond. 75 plus in every single game, and once again, very consistent.
7.7 per carry, but not this time. Ball came loose. Exactly what K-State needs if they want to get back into this thing. DeCorey Johnson was able to get it. It was a good hit by Ryan Mueller to force that fumble, and then Johnson jumped on it.
Mueller, the two-time all-conference performer, he gets inside. Benenoch there, the right tackle. Caleb has got to get his head across. Instead, Mueller does, puts his head on the football.
Jake Waters out of the gun now. Gronkowski offset to his right. Quarterback keep on 4th and 1 out of the gun as he pushes ahead and gets the first down. So 1st and goal. Robinson taking a power play to the outside. Diving for it and getting it. Hey, K-State's back in this thing.
That play is built to go inside to follow the left guard, the pulling guard, Stuyvesant, the power play. But Robinson, the redshirt senior, he's run that play hundreds and hundreds of times on the practice field. He can get the sense, he can get the feel. Gronkowski does just enough there on the edge, allowing Robinson to turn the corner with 7 on the board.
Moments ago, this felt hopeless. And now, from 31 to 6 to just a 10-point margin with still 3:25 left to play in the third. Third and 11. Huntley. Quarterback run. Can he get to the outside? Incredible effort by Brett Huntley. Playing his last college game, and when his team needed him most, he did this.
Kansas State rushes 3 for the first time all evening. This play is dead right there, but you see Willis, he over-pursues. DeCorey Johnson over-pursues, and Huntley makes some pay.
Third and 10. Incomplete. He threw it low for Jordan Payton. This from 44. Well done that time. And that 3rd down and 11. And Brett Huntley coming up with a 40-yard run. Earns them 3 on the board. And it pushes the lead to 13. Good ball that time to Lockett. Boy, is he reliable. Tyler Lockett, 16-yard reception. Waters. No flag, and you hear the reaction from this crowd that is heavily populated by fans in purple as Cody Cook was matched up with Moreau.
Kansas State trying to run that little rub concept. Zone coverage.
Perkins, he's got it and more. There have been moments when Perkins has come up big tonight. They only bring 4, and that's all they need to bring. Big moment for the K-State defense. Ryan Mueller gets there, as does Jordan Willis. And UCLA will be punching away. The slant should give him the first down. Wow. So instead of a punt that pinned him at the 5, 4th and 6, and going for it is K-State. Waters. The catch, the first down, Sexton with 4, and then he goes down. Wildcats have life. Clock is counting down towards 6 minutes. Waters gets it out quickly, and once again to Sexton, and he breaks free for a moment. It'll be a first down again for K-State.
At the penalties.
Strong push. No call yet. Touchdown. My, oh my. What do we have happening here? Pure will and guts from Jake Waters in this second half. And a nice push from the Goose, Glenn Gronkowski. Rob's little brother, an extra effort.
Same formation on a 4th down coming out of halftime. Let's put the first touchdown on the board. This is all about want to me. This is all about seniors that we're not going to go out the way it sure looked at halftime.
Earlier today, there was the largest comeback this year in college football. This could match it. We will see. So converting these third downs critical for UCLA. And they will move the chains.
Substitution penalty, or in that case, an offsides for your offense. Just so critical down the stretch.
2nd and 13. Here goes Perkins. Good night, San Antonio. It's been a nice ride. Touchdown, UCLA. 67 yards. How about that? What a way to seal it.
You don't lose many football games when you outrush your opponent 334 to 16, and that's what UCLA did, and ran it every single time on that drive. Had a conversation, I am sure, on that sidelines, that Perkins' offensive lines have put this game in our hands. Kansas State has to overcommit numbers around the line of scrimmage. Perkins breaks through. Enormous game-changing play.
And on the 2-point conversion, he comes up short. But a spectacular night for Paul Perkins. Led the Pac-12 in rushing, came here to Texas, and is the Capital One player of the game with 194 yards and 2 touchdowns for him. 194-yard night. And over the middle to Curry Sexton. He was chopped down by Wadu. Waters. He's going to run it. He's got a lot of room if he can get out of bounds here, and he does. So that leaves 1:27 on the clock. Trailing by 12, 1 timeout remaining.
Bill Snyder, special teams coach and son, is talking about.
By the way, the backup quarterback is in the game right now in the slot as we got a touchdown to Tyler Lockett. UCLA just sleptwalk over the course of the past minute, and K-State comes right down the field.
Double move there by Mr. Lockett. No quit in him. He's just going to continue to rack up more record-breaking numbers and add to his lure. And we'll come down to that onside kick now.
164 yards and a couple of touchdowns from Lockett. You can't possibly write the script of this second half. From the big comeback to the UCLA put-away to now this, oh, by the way, touchdown that has an onside kick set to determine things here in that toe of McCrane. He goes the opposite side, and it is fought for. It looked like UCLA first recovered. But they are piling on as the officials try to separate it. Paul Perkins fielded that ball. And now you got UCLA, the bench so close to the sideline, they're going to need to get some of that support staff away from this. But it was Paul Perkins, the star running back tonight, who first fielded that ball. UCLA recovered. That may have been Jordan Payton who eventually came out with that ball. But he does the reverse back kick. Yeah, it was indeed Perkins who first got it, and then you see Jordan Payton, his teammate, cover him up. In North Texas on January 12th.
March Madness squeezed down.
Really is. It does feel like this week was almost March Madness condensed into a 36, 48-hour period that everybody couldn't get enough of.
And congratulations to Jim Mora, UCLA, in 3 years done something that no coach in Westwood has done. 10-win season, 9-win season, 10-win season, and kudos to the Bruins.
UCLA, first time since '98, back-to-back 10-win seasons. They were up 31-6, and they had a fight like crazy in the fourth.